graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. All right, so we got the Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees, for Game 2 of their day-night doubleheader. So we will get on into the game right now. It's 2 balls, 1 strike, by the way, to Andy Pages. We apologize for being a little bit late. Ryan Yarbrough is pitching. 5 pitches so far, 2 balls, 1 strike to Andy Pages. And we're just diving on into things. So here's the 2-1, swing and a miss. We'll catch you up with everything in just a little bit. Yarbrough is on the bump. He already got Shohei Ohtani to fly out to right. And so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here we go. The pitch coming on up. And this ball is taken for a called strike 3. This will be challenged, though. And we'll see what ABS has to say about this. Let's see. Let's go to the game day. There we go. And that's going to be confirmed to be a strikeout. So the Dodgers are down to 1 ABS challenge. And Pages goes down looking on strikes. Let's make sure that we get this up and running. There we go. Good stuff. All right. Excellent, excellent stuff. Freddie Freeman is up to bat. And Freeman, who steps on into the batter's box, has a 853 OPS in the first pitch. Swing and a miss. So that makes the count 0-1. Freddie this year, 287 average, 15 home runs, and 51 RBIs as well, along with 47 walks. 2 outs, nobody on, 7 pitches for Yarbrough, and the pitch is in there for strike 1. It's a cutter. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below, and who do you guys have winning this game? I think that this final score is going to be 6-5 Yankees. That's what I'm going to go with. I got 6-5 Yankees taking care of business. 0-2 pitch, line drive played on the hop by Jazz, and he fumbles the baseball first, and then the throw over to first is just in the nick of time to get Freddie Freeman out at first base. Thought that he was stumbled a little bit, but he ends up getting the final out himself, and we go to the bottom of the first. Okay, so the Dodgers, they took Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader and ended up winning by a final score of 8-2. So their lineup, it's this. It's Shohei Ohtani batting leadoff, Andy Pages second, Freddie Freeman third, Mookie Betts fourth, Kyle Tucker fifth, Miguel Rojas sixth, Teoscar Hernandez seventh, Max Muncy eighth, and Eliezer Alfonso is batting in the 9 spots. And for the Yankees, it's Trent Grisham batting leadoff, Ben Rice second, Paul Goldschmidt third, Cody Bellinger fourth, Jason Dominguez fifth, Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting sixth, seventh is Anthony Volpe, eighth is Austin Wells, and ninth is Jose Caballero batting as the caboose. So it's Grisham out in center, Rice DHing, Goldschmidt at first, Bellinger out in left, Dominguez in right, Chisholm at second, Volpe at short, catching is Wells, and Caballero is playing over at second base. And that is the 1 through 9 for the New York Yankees from top to bottom. The guy that they're going to be facing, that is Will Klein. Klein does have a 2.41 earned run average. This is his fourth major league season. This is actually his third major league season. Started off his career with the Royals, and then he went to the Oakland Athletics in 2024. And he's been with the Dodgers since last year. So far as a Dodger, a total of 46 appearances. He also has a 4-5 record. This will be his third game that he has started, and it's going to just be a bullpen game today for the Dodgers, it seems. 37 and a third of an inning this year, 43 strikeouts, 35 hits allowed, 10 earned runs, 13 total runs allowed by Will Klein, and that's the guy who was on the bump. Chandler says, I got 6-5 Dodgers. I'm excited. It should be a good game. Absolutely. I agree with that for sure. I got 8-4 Dodgers, and Leonard says I got 8-3. So Sandlot with 8-4. Leonard says 8-3, and Chandler says 6-5. I got 6-5 Yankees. My MVP is Ben Rice. Ben Rice is my MVP for today. Here we go. Here's Trent Grisham. No batting gloves, and the first pitch from Klein is upstairs for ball one. So it's on. He flied out to right. Pages struck out looking, and Freeman grounded out to second. Klein on the pitch, the opener of this inning. And the 1-0 is popped up and skied out over towards the right side. And the second baseman, Rojas, is there, and he will make the grab right behind the first baseman, Freeman. And there's out number one. The Dodgers defense for tonight. It's Eliezer Alfonso catching. On the bump, it's Will Klein. Over at first base, it's Freddie Freeman. The second baseman is Miguel Rojas. At third, it's Max Muncy. And at shortstop, it's Mookie Betts. And in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Teoscar out in left. Teoscar Hernandez, that is. Andy Pages in center. And Kyle Tucker out in right. Here's Ben Rice, and the first pitch, he takes a curveball that misses down for ball one. I think this will be a good game, too. I really do. I think that this is going to be a high-scoring game. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken down for ball two. Speaking of high-scoring games, there is one other baseball game on right now, and that is Cardinals and Diamondbacks. That game is in the top of the 10th. They are tied at 7 apiece. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. It was actually a 7-0 ball game. And the Diamondbacks put up 3 runs in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. The 2-1 pitch. And a called strike 2 right at the knees. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beat New York's is in the bushes looking. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you on here. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. And the pitch grounded over towards the right side. It's played on the hop by Rojas, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. A pop out to second and a ground out to second. And Goldschmidt is up to bat. 2 up and 2 down. The Dodgers did take the first 2 games of this series. Yesterday's game ended up getting postponed. But today, they won 8-2. They destroyed Cam Schlittler today and did an excellent job. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. Schlittler gave up 3 earned runs and 4 1/3. He did strike out 8. Didn't walk a batter. 0-1 pitch to Goldie, and that's lined down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and Goldschmidt's going to get an easy double out of this. Kyle Tucker gets over towards the ball, and Goldschmidt is standing up over at second. Okay. Line left a slider out over the outside edge, and Goldschmidt was able to twist it and turn it out to right. Charge! Who are your MVPs for this game? So the Yankees have Goldie at second and Cody up to bat. It's Cody Bellinger. And Bellinger takes it inside at 93. It was a slider for ball 1. Bellinger is only 1 for 7 in this series. He has 11 home runs and 51 RBIs this year and a 763 OPS. And the 1-0 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. He was late on the 4-seamer. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan Baker's the home plate umpire. Stu Sherwater's at first. Junior Valentine's at second. And Edwin Jimenez is at third. The 1-1 pitch, and Bellinger slaps this one out to center field for a base hit. Goldschmidt's rounding third. He's being waved home. It's a 1-0 Yankees lead. Cody Bellinger gets his second hit of the series and knocks in his 52nd run of the season. A 2-out double by Goldschmidt and an RBI single by Bellinger. And up next is the Martian. And the first pitch is on the outside edge for a called strike to Jason Dominguez. All right, no balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch. And that is taken outside for a ball. Anybody have Nerfy? No runs first inning. If you did, well, you lost. Jason Dominguez, 1 for 8 in the series. The 1-1 pitch to Jason, and it's fouled away. Looked like Bellinger's pitch just stayed up out over the middle of the plate, and the former Dodger was able to get a run against his former ball club. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The sun is shining out at Yankee Stadium, out towards right field. 1-2 to Jason Dominguez, and the next pitch, and he stays alive. The curveball was ready to go into the dirt, and he stuck right with it and got a piece of it. Did the Giants lose? Yeah, the Giants did lose. I thought maybe they had a chance to come back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Jason. Ground ball, base it out to right field. All of this has happened with 2 outs and nobody on. And so the Yankees are able to get 2 runners on base with 2 outs. Dominguez found a little bit of daylight. Cody Bellinger had to play hopscotch and to jump over that baseball, and Dominguez is aboard. Charge! A double by Goldschmidt with 2 outs, an RBI single by Bellinger, followed up by a single by Jason Dominguez. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. is up next. The pitch. That's inside and high for a ball. Phillies need to take notes. That's how you produce with 2 outs. Yep. Absolutely. The offense was just atrocious in that series against the Mets. The 1-0 pitch. And that's taken inside. It was a curveball at 85 miles per hour. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Have they announced who's pitching for the Dodgers tomorrow against the Phillies? Does anybody know? 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. And Chisholm takes a slider down Broadway for strike 1. Jazz Chisholm Jr. slashing .224, .302, and .396. Klein's 2-1 pitch. And it's a foul ball again. And stays alive. What's up, Lou? How you doing, buddy? 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 away, bottom of the first. Runners at first and second. Bellinger's at second. Dominguez at first. Goldschmidt had a double, and he scored a run on the RBI single by Bellinger. Time called by Jazz. The Dodgers in the top of the first had Ohtani fly out to right. Pages struck out looking, and Freddie Freeman grounded out to second. Ryan Yarbrough is pitching for the Yankees. The 2-2 from Will Klein. Check swing, did he go? They say no, he did not. Jazz held his horses. The count is full. And he did. He just held up. Good for him. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 22 pitches in this first inning for Will Klein. Yankees are 10 games over 500. The Dodgers are 27 games over 500. The 3-2 pitch, and Chisholm launches it foul. Look at the Yankees. They are working up Will Klein's pitch counts. The Dodgers are 32-17 away from Dodger Stadium. The Yankees are just one game over 500 at home. They're 23-22 at Yankee Stadium. 3-2 to Jazz. Up next is Volpe. And in the hole, it's Wells. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Klein gets set and delivers from the stretch. And swing and a miss. The sweeper was down and inside, and Jazz chases after it and gets nothing but air. The inning is over, but the damage is done by the Yankees. Cody Bellinger gets himself an RBI single and allows Paul Goldschmidt to score. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Yankees. All right, where are we tapping on in from today? Let us know down below. Where are we tuning on in from, chat? It is really good to see you. It is good to see you guys. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday, July 19th, wherever you're tuning on in from. Shout yourself out down below. Chandler says Emmett Sheehan is pitching tomorrow. Okay, got you. What's up, Sonic? How you doing, buddy? Is this a game where Philly fans root for the Meteor? I guess so. What's up, Sam? How you doing, buddy? Sam says Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We got you. Of course, we got Haley tuning on in from Ducktown, Pennsylvania. How's Lauren doing? Hope the kid is doing well. Northwest Philadelphia, says Lou. Cook any hot dogs this weekend? There we go. I got you. Ducktown. Duck, duck, goose. One of my favorite games to play as a kid. Sandlot tuning on in from Manitoba, Canada. Norfolk, Virginia is in the house. Sonic is here. Oh, you love it. Yes, we love it. Good stuff. Very good stuff. All right, so it's a 1-0 Yankees lead. Folks, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're tuning in over on TikTok or on Twitch, appreciate you guys for tuning on in. Make sure that you guys go follow us on both Twitch and TikTok. And my YouTube people, if you guys want to go follow us on all the social media platforms, you most certainly can. Yes, you can. You just got to click on the link tree. That's it. She's good. She's getting her ready. Or I'm getting her ready for bed. Oh, today was an early day. Gotcha. She's sleepy or no? Here comes Mookie Betts. Betts is up to bat. Gray tops, gray bottoms. And the first pitch to Mookie. It's in there for a called strike at 87. It hit the upper tier of the zone. Betts is 0 for 6 in this series. He made an excellent throw to the plate, though, in last night's game. As Ben Rice got a double, Grisham was out at the plate. Mookie was way off balance, and he just made it look so easy. The 0-1 popped up and hit out over towards medium depth right field, and Dominguez is there. He'll track it down as he comes running in, and he'll make the grab for the first out of the inning. 4 up, 4 down. Ryan Yarbrough is pitching for the Yankees. Yarborough's been in the league since 2018. Started off his career with the Tampa Bay Rays, and then he went to the Royals. Also spent some time with the Dodgers in 2023 and in 2024. Then he went to the Blue Jays. And he's been with the Yankees since 2025. The pitch popped up again over towards the third base side this time. Caballero is there, has plenty of room, and makes the catch in fair territory. And there's 2 away, 2 up, and 2 down. Ohtani flied out to right. Pages struck out looking. Freeman grounded out to second. Betts popped out to right. And Tucker popped out to third. The pitch to Rojas, and the sweeper that catches the inner third of the zone at the knees for strike one. She's not tired yet, just time to relax for a while before I lay her down. She usually falls asleep between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, so she does have the internal clock. That's good. That's good. She knows. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1, and it's outside for a ball. Yarbrough has gotten ahead and thrown a strike to all 6 Dodgers batters. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Rojas, swing and a miss. He was off balance on the changeup thrown by Ryan. Yarbrough is 6 feet 5 inches tall, 205 pounds. He is a lefty. He's 34 years old. He'll be 35 in December, on the last day of December. The 1-2 pitch to Rojas popped up again. This time it's towards the first base side. Goldschmidt, that is, backs up over towards the grass, and he makes the catch for out number 3. All 3 pop-outs thrown by Ryan Yarbrough. And we go to the bottom of the second. The Yankees are up 1-0 against the Dodgers. Okay, good stuff. Where are my TikTok people? TikTok, we're live, right? We are live on TikTok, correct? Bleacher Lady, thank you so much for tuning on in. Jean Romo, thank you so much for tuning in as well. And Big Boy Bew, thank you very, very much for tuning on in on the TikTok side of things. If you're over on Twitch, hello. Drop your name down below. Where are you guys tuning on in from? And how long have you been tuning on into my stuff, to my content? Yankees are trying to get a win. They are currently 2 games in back of Tampa Bay. And they're only 4 games above the Red Sox. That's it. Red Sox have won 13 games in a row. And they are now 2 games over 500. They are the hottest team in Major League Baseball. They just have it going on right now. With how hot the Red Sox have been, is Aroldis Chapman going to stay? And is Sonny Gray going to stay? Do you think the Red Sox just keep their core because of how hot they've been? It's great. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. Only the last 6 weeks. You've been tuning on in for 6 weeks, dude? That is awesome. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Dude, love when you do the primetime games. A little late to the party. It's okay. I was a little bit late to my own party. But that's okay. It's good to see you on here, though, DE. We don't have to talk about earlier today. But I feel for you, man. Kyle Hurt is going to pitch. Speaking of Hurt, Kyle is on the pitch, the second inning, 32 games, a 4.89 ERA. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. That's to Anthony Volpe. Do the Red Sox hold on to Aroldis Chapman now because of how hot they've been? The pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. It's 1 for 3 in the series. And the 1-1 pitch popped up again over towards the first base side. There's Freeman in foul territory, and he has plenty of room to make the grab. 1 gone in the bottom of the second. So Volpe fouls out to first base. Back-to-back 3-0 leads. I know. I saw that. One away, bottom of the second. And Austin Wells, who's up to bat, looks at strike 1 at the knees. That was a changeup. I still think that the Red Sox trade Chapman, but I think that they keep Sonny Gray. The 0-1, grounded over towards second. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. And the reason why I say that is because I think that they could get more of a haul back for Aroldis Chapman. I also don't think that with the team that they have right now, I don't think that they can make it to the World Series. I don't think that this is sustainable. As hot as they've been. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Now, I could be wrong, though. I could be. Pitch. That looked a little bit high. Caballero will challenge because it was called a strike by Jordan Baker. And we'll see. And it looked like it was a ball. And it will be overturned. 1 ball, no strikes. I need a hug, JJ. There you go. There's the hug. Feel it. Ugh. Let me go. There we go. 1 ball, no strikes. Caballero, 0 for 4 in this series. 246 average, 10 home runs, and 35 RBIs. Here's the 1-0. That's a pie for ball 2. JJ, my hot dog roller broke. I have to get it serviced. How do you get it? Who do you take it to? How do you get it serviced? 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. And that's downstairs for ball 3. Sandlot says, I still think that they trade him. Yeah, I do too. I think that they trade Aroldis Chapman and try to see what type of a haul that they can get for him. 3-0 pitch. And that is outside for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Jose Caballero. I don't even know. I gotta call the company. Oh, dang. I was like, where do you take it? Charge! Okay, so up to bat next is Trent Grisham. The cop is up, and he takes a changeup on the outside edge for strike 1. I don't even know what the Yankees do at the deadline. Do they go after a third baseman? Do they go after another starting pitcher? They definitely got some good arms in that bullpen. The pitch. And actually, the throw back over to first. The throw was not in time. Kyle Hurt is on the bump. Is the Cardinals game over? Let's see. 0-1. This one's skied over towards the right side of first base. Rojas is there. Calls off Freddie Freeman. And there is out number 3. Time for us to go to the 3rd inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. New York is up by a run. The Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks walked it off. How about that? They walked it off in the bottom of the 10th. They were down 7-0. And they came back. They scored 2 runs in the 6th. Really 3 runs in the 6th. They put up 2 in the 7th on a home run by Perdomo. And then they tied it up on a home run by Nolan Arenado. And Max Kepler got the walk-off double. The walk-off double went to Max Kepler. Out of all people. That's funny. Kepler today went 2 for 5 with an RBI. Max Kepler, ever since he has joined the Arizona Diamondbacks, has gone 8 for 42 with 1 home run and 8 RBIs. That's heading on into today. There are literally YouTube videos on troubleshooting and repairing hot dog rollers, at least four that I know. Huh. Interesting. I turned it off after the 6th, thinking that the game was over. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah. The Diamondbacks won. They were down 6-0, and they came back and beat the Cardinals 7-6. And if we actually take a look at the wild card standings right now, the Cardinals are 3 games in back of the Phillies. The Diamondbacks are just half a game in back of St. Louis. They are tied with the Marlins and the Pirates. The Cardinals, the Marlins, and the Pirates have a 3-way tie for that final wild card spot. That's pretty wild. Okay, so don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you did subscribe to the channel, let us know down below. Kevin, what's going on, Kevin? How you doing, buddy? Kevin tuning on in over on the TikTok side of things. It is good to see you on here, buddy. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. All right, time for us to go to the third. 1-0 Yankees. I will change this upper third score, by the way. I don't think anybody noticed, but I just did. Here's the scoring breakdown, the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Yep. Gonna change it. Teoscar Hernandez is up to bat. 1 ball, no strikes. Yarborough with pitch number 19, and that's in there for strike 1. Max is a beautiful swing. Unfortunately, it didn't help the Phillies. The only thing that he did was homer off of Mason Miller. That was crazy. I don't even know how he did that. Next pitch, foul ball. That's like my only memory of Max Kepler that was a good memory, was his homer off of Mason Miller. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch is high for a ball. Placed a quick bet on the Diamondbacks before the 10th. Good for you, buddy. We got a winner in the chat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All you guys are winners in my book. You really are. The 2-2 pitch to Teoscar. That's fouled away. The Dodgers are 12 games above the Diamondbacks in the NL West. It's like not even a race. The 2-2 pitch to Teoscar, and it's foul tipped off the mask of Austin Wells. I think it actually got the tip of his glove first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 on the way, and Teoscar fouls off another one. That was a cutter at 86 miles per hour. In the AL wildcard race, the Yankees have the top wildcard. They are 4 games above the Red Sox. So it's Yankees, Guardians, and Red Sox. The 2-2 pitch, foul ball. And to just think where the Boston Red Sox were 2 weeks ago compared to where they are right now, if the regular season ended today, the Red Sox get into the playoffs. And they would actually play, the Texas Rangers. No, actually, they would play the Texas Rangers in round 1 of the wild card series. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. The White Sox. Who actually would have thought that the Chicago White Sox would be playing this good baseball heading on into the season? They would have the number 2 bye, and the number 1 bye would go to the Rays. 3-2 pitch. Popped up again. This time it's over towards Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s way, and he makes the grab for the first out. 7 up, 7 down for Yarborough. Up next is Max Muncy. Yarborough with pitch number 28, and he delivers, and Muncy fouls it off. Max did homer in Friday night's game. Gave the Dodgers a 2-1 lead against Garrett Cole. That ball was crushed. That came in the 7th inning. Here's the 0-1. It's way outside for a ball. Same with the White Sox. That is the wild that the Red Sox have been that hot. Yep, same thing too. Emmett Sheehan is scheduled to be the starting pitcher for the Dodgers against the Phillies on Monday. And it's Sheehan versus Sanchez. Is that correct? 1-2, foul ball. Yes, Sanchez pitches tomorrow. Tuesday, Wheeler's pitching, but the Dodgers have not figured out Tuesday's pitcher just yet. The 1-2 pitch. Down and inside for ball 2. Would they be at Fenway or Globe Life? They would be at Globe Life because the Rangers are the 3rd division winner. The 2-2 pitch. And Muncy pops one up out over towards shallow right field. On the run is Dominguez, and he makes the grab for out number 2. And the only guy that hasn't batted for the Dodgers, that's Eliezer Alfonso, who is the catcher for tonight. Today, Yamamoto got his 10th win. He actually pitched a complete game, and he only gave up 2 earned runs, struck out 7. Phillies do not have to face Yamamoto. Alfonso is up to bat. And the first pitch is lined back up the middle for a base hit. And that breaks the ice for the Dodgers. And they have a runner over at first. After the first 8 batters were retired, Eliezer Alfonso says, "I got you, Ryan Yarbrough." Charge! Eliezer gets his first career Major League hit, and it comes against the Yankees. That's pretty cool. And it's Shohei Ohtani's turn. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Yamamoto's my cousin, says Tommy. What's up, Tommy? How you doing? Notice the similarity. I do. It's a little bit different, but you know what, man? That's pretty cool. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Shohei, and it's outside for ball 2. They are shutting Shohei down from all pitching activities. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Ohtani. Grounded over towards third, and that is just going to be an infield single. No chance that Caballero was going to be able to gun out Shohei, and he just has to eat it up. And there's 2 runners on with 2 outs on back-to-back singles by the Dodgers. Here comes Pages. He's up next. Charge! All right, let's turn on Streamer Bots. Streamer Bot. All right, good stuff. That looks like it's going to do it for Ryan Yarbrough. And so his night is done. Okay. Here we go. All right, I'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to take a very quick step off. See you very soon. All right, so Paul Blackburn is going to pitch for the New York Yankees. 33 games, a 2.17 ERA, 49 and 2/3 of an inning as well. And he seems to be having a pitch comm device issue. So before he even throws a pitch, he is going to exchange pitch comm devices with the ball boy. And we shall resume play in just a few moments. Was Shohei Ohtani wasted on the Angels like Trout is, and why hasn't Trout left the Angels yet? It's a good question. I can't answer. Here comes Andy Pages. First pitch to Pages. This will be challenged by Wells. Looked like it was a strike. It's called a ball in the eyes of Jordan Baker. And the call will be overturned. That slider was placed perfectly at the knees on the outside edge. 0-1 is the count. So Wells was correct. Yes, he was. No balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on, 2 outs, top of the third. And the 0-1 pitch is taken down for a ball. Pages says, hold your horses. Do not go. Yamamoto got his 10th win of the season. And we mentioned before that he threw a complete game. He has to have the most complete games in all of baseball. I will double check that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And Pages flies one out over towards left field. It'll stay in the ballpark. Bellinger's there. Has room. Makes the grab in front of the track. And the inning is done. We go to the bottom of the third. No runs, 2 hits with 2 outs, and nobody comes home. And the Yankees will have Rice, Goldschmidt, and Bellinger due up to bat. So, yeah, let's see who has the most complete games in all of baseball. Did they even keep track of that as a extra stat? No. Wow. That is crazy. It, used to be a stat. But obviously, not many people do it anymore. That's crazy. We'll just have to ask ChatGPT, I guess. Who has the most complete games in 2026? MLB player pitching stats. Yamamoto only has 1 complete game. But didn't he have... Oh, wait. Maybe he went 8 2/3. That's right. He went 8 1/3 against the White Sox. I forgot he didn't complete that game. That's right. He's gone 7 innings, though, multiple times this year. That's crazy. That's pretty wild. Huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Good to know. Very good to know. Here are the guys that have thrown complete games. Sandy Alcantara, JT Ginn, Merrill Kelly, George Kirby, Stephen Kolek for the Kansas City Royals, Miz, Dustin May, Bailey Obear for Minnesota, Christopher Sanchez, Logan Webb, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Nobody else has thrown a complete game. Nobody else. The pitch, swing and a miss. 11 players. Yep, that includes today. That's pretty wild. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss to Ben Rice. Lefty says that there have only been 10 coming on into today. That's crazy. No balls, 1 strike. I mean, it's not a surprise, but when you think about 20 years ago, it was so common. Now it's rare. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ben Rice, a 280 average, 29 long balls, and 68 RBIs as well. His 1-1 pitch is a fastball at the knees, taken for strike 2. Kyle Hurt is still on the mound, by the way, for the Dodgers. He's pitching his second frame of work. It's a bullpen game for each team. The 1-2 pitch to Ben Rice. And a fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. That ball's carrying, but it'll stay in the ballpark as Pages has room and makes the grab in front of the star sign out in left center field for out number 1. That ball had a chance, but it just died on the warning track. Andy Pages does an excellent job tracking things down in center field. One of the best center fielders in the National League. And 1 away as he puts Ben Rice to bed. It's Paul Goldschmidt's turn. I really can't believe that. The first pitch to Goldie. It's taken for a ball. Kyle Hurt does have a 4.88 ERA and 38 strikeouts in 31 1/3 of an inning. The pitch, down for ball 2. When I was a kid, Steve Carlton had more than that in a season. That's crazy. The 2-0 pitch. And there's a called strike. That's like speaking a different language. It's unbelievable how much times have changed. The 2-1 pitch. And that's called a strike 2 on the outside corner at 98 miles per hour. Two balls, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. The 2-2 pitch to Goldie. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went back to the fastball as it was a little bit outside. And 2 up and 2 down in the 3rd inning. Which means that Cody Bellinger is up next. Cody Bellinger is 31 years old. He's been in the league since 2017, and he takes the first pitch for a ball. Bellinger has hit 236 career home runs. He's driven in 747 runs during his career, and the 1-0 swing and a miss. He also has a lifetime average of 260. And he is 9 hits away, really 8 hits away from 1,200. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 to Bellinger. And it's outside and high for ball 2. Cody was drafted by the Dodgers in 2013. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I know that his pavement is not cemented, but he has 3 All-Star appearances. He won a World Series in 2020, also won National League MVP in 2019, and comeback player in 2023. The 2-2, and that's down for ball 3. Do you think he has a case to get into the Hall of Fame? Is my question to you. 3-2 pitch. Foul ball. I don't think if he retires today, he gets in. But if he puts up like 5 more good years, I could see him getting in. Potentially. I don't think he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He'd have to win like 2 World Series rings. And, like, have such a resurgence. But what are your thoughts? 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Hurt, kicks, and deals, and the pitch is upstairs for ball 4. And Cody gets on for the second time today. He's over at first base. But yeah, I don't know. George! Neutral Lady's still tapping on in over on the TikTok side of things. It's cool. Here comes Dominguez, and his first pitch is taken down for a ball. I could certainly see an argument for him going in. I think if he has like a good 5 years and he gets like 6 All-Star appearances, I think that would be good. 1-0 pitch. This is popped up out over towards shortstop. The catch is made by Betts. And there's out number 3. All right, so the inning is over, and we go to the top of the 4th inning. Still a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. Do you guys actually realize that before this year, Cody Bellinger, the last time that he was an All-Star was in 2019. He wasn't an All-Star in 2020, was not an All-Star even in 2023 or 2022. Yeah. The last time that he was an All-Star prior to this year was 2019. That, I think, is an interesting fact. And think about it. He won Comeback Player in 2023. He won a World Series in 2020. But he wasn't an All-Star in those years. He needs another World Series. Yeah, I think if he won World Series MVP and if the Yankees ended up... Or sorry, well, actually, he wasn't on that. He wasn't on that team that year, was he? No, he wasn't. 2025. Wait, hold up. Yankees made it in 2025, right? No, 2024. Okay, he was on the Cubs. Juan Soto was 2025. I get my years mixed up. No, Juan Soto was 2024. Last year was 2025, and it was Blue Jays and Dodgers. Okay, all right. There we go. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I've figured it out. So he was on the Cubs in 2024. Okay. Wouldn't have been able to make it. The last time that he actually had 30 home runs was also 2019. He hasn't reached 30 home runs since in a season. He had a phenomenal rookie year. He did. 39 home runs and 97 RBIs in his rookie year. And a 267 average. The MLB Hall of Fame is very finicky now. Hard to call anyone. Who is guaranteed right now? Verlander, everyone else is a toss-up. The pitch, and that's taken down for a ball. So Freddie Freeman's a guarantee. I would say Shohei Ohtani is a guarantee. I'd say Mookie Betts, maybe. Max Scherzer is a guarantee for sure. The pitch is outside for ball 2. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Mike Trout's a guarantee. Mike Trout gets in. 2-0 is the count. Aroldis Chapman, guarantee. 2-0 pitch. Foul ball. Anybody else? Anybody else? Clayton Kershaw, guarantee. But he just retired. Two balls, one strike to Freddie Freeman. The pitch outside for ball 3. Salvador Perez, he is a guarantee too. Zach Wheeler, I don't know if Zach Wheeler is a guarantee. I don't know. Zach Wheeler has never won a Cy Young. The 3-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. And Freeman gets on with a leadoff walk in the top of the 4th inning, and he's over at first. Yeah, I think Freeman's a guarantee for sure. Yeah. Those are like my first ballot Hall of Famers that I would say. Here comes Mookie Betts, a 229 average, 11 home runs, and 31 RBIs. The pitch. That's a called strike. Sal should definitely get in. No balls, 1 strike to Mookie Betts. Freeman's over at first. He is the tying run. Paul Blackburn is still pitching. Here's the 0-1 to Mookie. And it's fouled away. Trout, I like the guy, but that is a hard sell when you factor impact into his career. Well, I mean, think about all his accolades. Isn't he like a 10-time All-Star? Let's see. Mike Trout is a 12-time All-Star, a 9-time Silver Slugger Award winner. He won the MVP 3 times. How does he not get in? How does he not get in? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 4th. Runner over at first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-2 pitch to Betts. This is flied out over towards straightaway center. And Grisham is there. He has room. He'll meet the grab for out number 1. And the toss back over to first. Freeman is safe. I don't know why they were thinking about throwing it back over to first. That's crazy. So there's 1 away. But yeah, the guy's a 9-time Silver Slugger Award winner, a 12-time All-Star. You know, he's never won a Gold Glove. I didn't even realize that. He has 421 homers, a 291 career average, 221 steals, over 1,000 RBIs. He's easily a first ballot Hall of Famer to me. 1 ball, no strikes. That's to Cody Bellinger. The 1-0 pitch. And that's outside for ball 2. I respectfully disagree. Max Scherzer? Yandy Diaz, I don't think he gets in. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch. And a ground ball hit over to second. Chisholm has it, throws it over the shortstop for 1. The throw over to first. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Kyle Tucker grounds into a double play, and the inning is over. Okay, time for us to go to the next inning. That's the bottom of the 4th. MLB is the only league who mandates a player for each team making the All-Star game. Being the best player on a bad team most years is not as impressive. Well, but he was also playing with Pujols. He was playing with Shohei Ohtani, right? So, I mean, he did play with Albert for a while. I don't know, and he was still putting up pretty good numbers. So I disagree with that. He is one of the best players of the 2010s. How can you not write the 2010s without Mike Trout? Same thing. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about Bryce Harper, but I don't think Bryce Harper's a Hall of Famer right now. I think that a couple more years he might be, but I don't know. Trout had a bigger impact, in my opinion, than Bryce Harper did. That's a hot take, though. You'd be like one of the only people to say that I've known, because a lot of people would say that Mike Trout is a Hall of Famer. So that's cool, though. I'm happy that you disagree with that. Now, do you think Max Scherzer's a Hall of Famer? Scherzer won 2 World Series. He's won 3 Cy Youngs. He led the league in wins 4 times. He's an 8-time All-Star, 3-time strikeout leader. He pitched 2 no-hitters. Also had a 20 strikeout game and a complete game. And has over 3,500 strikeouts. Do you think Max Scherzer gets in? Because I most certainly do. What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? That's crazy. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Yankees. Dude, those cookies look so good in the booth. You mind giving me some, Jason? Send some over to South Jersey. Here comes Jazz Chisholm Jr. He will lead off the bottom of the fourth. Max should go to the hall. I agree. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Did you guys enjoy the World Cup? I did, but I felt sappy to Messi. You felt bad for him? Yeah. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Jazz. Foul ball. MLB Hall of Fame is tough to get in, especially on the first ballot. Shohei is about 2 years away from being a lock. One bad injury might put him about 2 ballots out. Yeah, but if he wins an MVP or a Triple Crown, then I think that would solidify him. The 0-2, and that's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Henriquez fired that pitch at 102, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the fourth. That's big. Wow. One away, bottom of the fourth. Henriquez, his sinker and his four-seamer have reached 101. This time he throws a slider and the pitch is outside for a ball. Did Duran reach triple digits today? I don't recall if he did. I don't really think it matters, but I'm just curious. I'm like looking at the radar gun and I'm like 102. This is at 103 and it's taken down for a ball. This is Edgardo Henriquez, who is 24 years old, from Venezuela. Right-handed pitcher, facing Anthony Volpe here. The 2-0 pitch. That's down again for ball 3. I agree most of your list will probably get in eventually, but every year it seems to get harder to get in the first time. 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch, and it's up high for ball 4, and there's a 1-out walk. So Edgardo allows a walk. Let's go back to this. And Austin Wells is up next. 1-0 Yankees as we are in the bottom of the fourth with 1 out. Cody Bellinger had an RBI single. Paul Goldschmidt scored a run after he got on with a 2-out double off of Will Klein. Austin Wells is up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second. First pitch was taken for a strike. The second pitch, that is called a ball. And for some reason, Eliezer Alfonso didn't challenge it. I mean, it was clearly a strike. It hit the outside corner. I am shocked that he didn't challenge that. The Dodgers have 1 ABS challenge left. Here's the toss back over to first. Freeman drops it, but Volpe would have been safe anyways. It's Monday morning, says Scott. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? 1-1 is the count. Henriquez gets set at the Dodgers letters and delivers from the stretch. And the 1-1 is taken down for ball 2. That was a cutter at 95. Grisham 0 for 2. Rice 0 for 2. Goldschmidt 1 for 2 with a run scored. Bellinger 1 for 1. He's gotten on base twice. Dominguez is 1 for 2. The next pitch to Wells. That's inside for ball 2. Jazz is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Volpe 0 for 1 with a walk. Wells is up to bat. He's 0 for 1. And Caballero walked in his first plate appearance. He's on deck. Volpe at first. Wells at the plate. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. The fastball was down Broadway, and it went to 101 miles per hour. MT Gaskins, what's going on, buddy? Thank you so much for tuning in over on TikTok. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to Austin Wells. Wells is just batting 153. That's how bad he's been. The 3-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 4. Edgardo just cannot locate his fastballs. Back-to-back walks allowed, and Mark Pryor is going to try to calm him down. Charge! Caballero is up next. The Dodgers in a pickle. Balls has become a pedestrian. Dude, he's just an automatic out. Whenever we think about our problems, just remember it could be worse. We could have Austin Wells as our catcher. I will take JT 1,000% over Austin Wells. A must-win game for the New York Yankees as they try to add on to their lead. Jose Caballero, the former Tampa Bay Ray, is up to bat. He has his neon sleeve along with his matching batting gloves. And the ankle brace matches it as well. And he steps on out of the box. He's also wearing 2 gold necklaces. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Henriquez gets set at the Dodgers letters, and he will deliver from the stretch. Here comes pitch number 1, and it's outside. It gets away from the catcher, and 2 runners in scoring position. Henriquez threw that one right back over to L.A. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. That went into no man's land, and there was no chance that Alfonso was going to catch that thing. And Caballero was like, go, go, go. Enriquez all over the map. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0 pitch. And the sinker, it's called ball 2. This time it's challenged, though, by Alfonso. And he has a point. And that should be overturned. It will be. But also, to the credit of the umpire, Enriquez was not throwing any strikes. So that's why he didn't really call it a strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runners in scoring position. You got Volpe at third and Wells at second. With 1 out, the 1-1. And that pitch is fouled away. It was at 102. Caballero tried to protect. It was a little bit high. 1-0 Yankees. Bottom of the 4th. 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jose Caballero. 16 pitches for Henriquez, who kicks and deals again. And it's chopped foul. Got a slider, got a piece of it, and tapped it towards the third base dugout. Up next is the cop. That's Trent Grisham. Infield playing in. First base line wide open. Caballero says, hold up a second. Takes a practice swing out of the box and calls for time. Even the Dodgers have bullpen issues. Yeah. Well, they didn't have a starter coming on into this game. And that's because Ohtani, Glasnow, and Snell, they're all out. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off over towards the right side, and it'll be a souvenir. about 7 or 8 rows deep. But you're right about the Dodgers. They do. Jose Caballero, 29 years old, 246 hitter, 10 home runs and 35 RBIs. Big 1-2 pitch coming up to Caballero. Here it is, up high for ball 2. And he's showing that he can throw it as far as his speed goes, but his velocity is just so off target. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jose Caballero. Here's the next pitch, and Caballero slices it foul. All these fastballs at over 100 miles per hour. 101 to be exact. A 7-pitch at-bat to Jose Caballero. The 2-2 pitch, and Caballero grounds it over to third. Here's the throw home. He is out at the plate. What a play by Max Muncy. And so there's 1 gone. That goes down as a 5-2 fielder's choice. They say, hold up a second, the Yankees, and they will not challenge. It's still a 1-0 ball game. And Muncy made an excellent throw to home plate. That was really a good tag by Alfonso because the throw was a little bit low towards the right side, and Alfonso had time to tag out Anthony Volpe at home plate. And what a play by him. That was a game-saving play, so there's 2 outs. And a 5-2 fielder's choice. Muncy and Alfonso each get high fives, and we have a pitch and change right now. Runners still at the corners for the New York Yankees. That puts Wells now at third and Caballero at first. That was a heck of a play. All right. Let's go. Here we go. Not counting the steroid era players, potential Hall of Famers like Lou Whitaker, Schilling, Posada, Utley, Greg Nettles, Rollins, Garcia-Parra, Tejada, Quisenberry, Manny Ramirez, Lofton, all not in yet. Well, Manny's not going to get in because of the drugs, right? Because of how many games he got suspended. He had like 3 50-game suspensions, right? Manny Ramirez. So I don't think he gets in. Jimmy Rollins. I do think Jimmy Rollins is a Hall of Famer. Garcia-Parra. I don't think he gets in. Schilling. I don't know. I don't know about any of these other guys. Kenny Lofton, he was a great player, but does he get into the Hall of Fame? I mean, this is a guy who was a 6-time All-Star. He won 4 Gold Gloves, too. Ranks 15th all-time in stolen bases. He was a phenomenal player. Alfonso Soriano, that's a good one, too. The pitch, and that's taken down and away for a ball to Trent Grisham. Alfonso Soriano was another one. You're right. I think he gets into the Hall of Good. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Grisham. Swing and a miss. Jack Dreyer is out there to pitch for the Dodgers. Grisham today 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The toss back over to first. The throw is late. Still a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. Thanks to that incredible play by Eliezer Alfonso. The 1-1 pitch. Down for ball 2. Almost got by Alfonso, but he found it right in between the legs. And the count is 2-1. What about Jason Varitek? Or Buster Posey? Or even Yadier Molina? The toss back over to first. And the throw was not in time. Did Molina get in? He didn't get in yet. 2 balls, 1 strike to Grisham. The 2-1 pitch. And it's a chopper, it's a foul ball. Ivan Rodriguez got in. 2017, that's when he was inducted. Runner goes, the 2-2 pitch, and this ball's fouled off, and the runner has to go back on over to first. Yohan Santana. I don't think he gets in. Yohan was great, though. I don't think Cliff Lee gets in either. 2-2 is the count to Trent Grisham. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to first and picked up by Freeman, and the inning is over as he goes to tag the bag. The Dodgers keep it a 1-run deficit. Jeff Dreyer does his job against Trent Grisham, and we will go to the 5th inning at a Yankee Stadium. Be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Here we go. Here's the pitch. And that is taken for a called strike. That's to Miguel Rojas. The 0-1 to Rojas. Outside for a ball. Phillies Tailgate posted 8 hours ago that Felix Reyes continues to hit in AAA, in quotes. If there's an injury, he would be my first call from AAA. He has 20 home runs and 61 RBIs and 274 at-bats. The 1-1 pitch. This is blooped out over towards center, and that gets down for a base hit, and Miguel Rojas gets on with a leadoff bloop single. And that puts him over at first base for the LA Dodgers. Rojas is on, and Teoscar Hernandez is up next. George! Nice stuff. Leadoff man at first. Teoscar up to bat in the pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second. There's one. The throw to first. It's a double play. Volpe did an excellent job fielding that ground ball. 6-4-3 on the double play provided by Blackburn. Did an excellent job with the pitching there. And Muncy is up next. JJ, do you think the Dodgers score in this inning and tie it up? A little bit late for my answer, but I would say no. It is funny that NBC paid so much for these games, ended up with a bullpen game. The pitch, foul ball. You know what's crazy, man, is that Fox is the one that pays the most for Major League Baseball. They do. No balls, one strike in the pitch, and that's outside. Fox pays $729 million per year. It's crazy. Actually, wait a second. No, they pay 400. They pay. That's incorrect. They would pay $729 million in 2028. That's when they would pay. I apologize. The 1-2 pitch, and that is down for ball 2. So misinformation on my end. Two balls, one strike in the next pitch, and now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch on the way is down for ball 3. Somebody was actually giving me the stats for this. Here it is. Fox pays $728.6 million per year. TBS is at $470 million. That's crazy. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. C struck him out. That is unbelievable. All right, so we go to the next inning. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's still a 1-0 lead for the New York Yankees. There you go. Drop a chair in the chat. That's crazy money. Yeah, that is crazy money. NBC and Peacock just pay $30. That was in 2022. Just $30. We get ARL next weekend. Do I have your support, Philly Freaks? Atlanta next weekend? Of course you got our support. Yeah, ATL. Okay, there you go. Got you. Do we have your support? Yes, of course you do. Of course you do. Isn't TBS just playoff games? No, they do other games too. When's the next TBS game, actually? Let's double check that, shall we? When is the next TBS game? Let's see if we can find it this way. They play. Let's just look it up. I'll just look it up. It's quicker. When is the next MLB game on TBS? Tuesday, July 21st. Dodgers, Phillies. That's the next one. Is that true? I'm like looking at this right now on my cable. It is. That's the next one. How about that? Does TBS not carry all the Braves games anymore? No, they got Braves Vision. Braves Vision, that's their streaming service that they use. Price reward just went up, says Orioles Bird Watcher. Yep. Don't remind us. We could use another right-handed bat, but obviously we need pitching. That's what we really desperately need. We need a bullpen arm. Hey, when's Felix Bautista coming back? The pitch, and that's a pie for a ball. I don't know if I would want to take on that contract. I'm just asking now. Used to be TBS carried all the Braves games, and then WGN carried all the Cubs games. 1-0 pitch, foul ball. So this is Ben Rice who's up to bat against Jack Dreyer. Rice today 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dreyer gets set and deals. And Rice slaps one out to center field, and it gets down for a base hit. And the Yankees lead off the bottom of the 5th with a single. Got any lefty relievers we can use not named Soto? Well, we have terrible pitching out of our bullpen. We have one of the worst bullpens in baseball. Charge! Just got to wear down those Dodgers for us. Smash that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Here's Goldschmidt in the box in the first pitch to Paul. He fouls it away. Any way to monetize something nowadays? Yep. That's what it comes down to. That shake was really good. I could go for some ice cream. Oh, I could go for some ice cream. No balls. 1 strike. The pitch. And a called strike. Yes, I am cable television old. There's nothing bad about that, guys. The streaming services make it really difficult because you can't just like flip channels anymore. It's like you got to exit out of apps. I hear you. 0-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit out to center field. Goldschmidt gets on with a 2-strike single. And Rice stops over at second base for the Yankees. Can't believe I'm saying this, but let's go Yankees. We need people to tune into this game so it doesn't have to be on Netflix or streaming services. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, chat. Folks, appreciate you guys for being on here. Here comes Cody Bellinger to the plate. And the pitch to Bellinger. It's a pie for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Cody Bellinger, who is up to bat for the 3rd time today. Nobody out. Charge! The 1-0 to Belly. Strike 1 at the knees. The Dodgers, technically speaking, the Phillies are 8.5 games behind the Dodgers for the best record in baseball. Here is the 1-1, and that's low for ball 2. That was a breaking pitch. 1-0 Yankees. Bellinger delivered the first run, the lone run that is, of the ball game. Dreyer in a jam. The 2-1 pitch to Cody. And that curveball is taken for strike 2. Bellinger does not challenge. It was high. Wow. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees still have 2 ABS challenges left. Dreyer, the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit out to left field. Rice is rounding third. He's being waved home and actually goes back over to third. They held him up, and the bases are loaded. The throwback was not in time. Wow. Oh, I thought that they were sending him. Looked like he was ready to go, and then at the last second, he stayed over at third. Wow, okay, bases loaded, still nobody out. And Dave Roberts will wave goodbye to Jack Dreyer. They just held him up. That was close. I think he would have made it too. He hesitated. Come on, man. Wow. Bases loaded, nobody out. Dave Roberts says adios to his pitcher, Jack Dreyer. Where are we tuning on in from? Wow. Hope you guys are doing well. He should have went home. Where are we tapping on in from today, chat? It is good to see you guys here. PW from Taiwan, what's going on, buddy? The hat stopped Rice. Oh, boy. It is good to see you on here, though, my friend. Folks, make sure you guys go subscribe to Orioles Bird Watcher. Yes, he covers the Baltimore Orioles games. Watch the Dodgers get out of this jam with nobody out. Crazy. Joe is here. What's up? He says I'm from Tahiti. Tuning on in from Tahiti. Scott from Sydney, Australia. Leonard from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Fist bumps all around. MT Gaskins still rocking with us over on TikTok. We love it. From Oracle Park, Bay Area, California, San Francisco to Oakland, baby. Oh, it's good to see you guys. I've missed you all very, very much. All right, 30 more subs until we get to the 11,600 marker. And here we go. The Martian is up to bat. And the first pitch to Jason Dominguez is fouled away. The new pitcher for the Dodgers, that is going to be Stewart. Bases loaded, nobody out. Each base runner is the responsibility of Jack Dreyer. Brock Stewart with a 2.79 ERA. No balls, one strike in the 0-1 pitch to Dominguez. He fouls it away. Got a piece of the changeup. No balls and 2 strikes right now. George! 1-0 New York. The Dodgers took game 1 of the doubleheader. The 0-2 pitch, way up high and inside, nearly hit Dominguez. This inning has been wild. 3 singles in a row. Rice is at third, Goldschmidt's at second, and Bellinger's over at first. The 1-2 pitch, foul ball again, and Dominguez stays alive. Brock Stewart, 34 years old, a right-handed pitcher who's 6 feet 3 inches tall and 220 pounds. Wear down that bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Dominguez. Inside for ball 2, but did he go? They say, Edwin Jimenez, the third base umpire, says continue the at-bats. It's 2-2. A 5-pitch at-bat so far. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Yankees. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a cutter that just twisted and turned inside. And Stewart records the first out of the inning. It just kept slicing and dicing, and Dominguez got nothing but air. Here comes Jazz, and on the very first pitch, he pops it up over towards the third base side and foul ground. Muncie's there. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 2. So just like that, with the bases loaded and nobody out, now there's bases loaded and 2 outs. And it's Anthony Volpe's turn. 2 outs, bases loaded. Volpe is up. And the first pitch, it's inside and high for ball 1. Brock Stewart trying to get out of the pickle. I can't believe that he popped that pitch up. Still loaded. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, a sinker down Broadway. Volpe was late. Yankee Kyle is here. What's going on? Reese's Lava Cup. I've never had that. Never a Reese's Lava Cup. That sounds good. 1-1 to Volpe, fouled away. Goes back towards the screen. The Dodgers are just 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. The Yankees are 2 for 7. The Dodgers have left 2 men on base. The Yankees have left 6. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. The 1-2 pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. Just held up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. Just held up on the slider. It was a good pitch, too. Volpe was like, almost, but you didn't get me there. Stewart kicks and fires, and that pitch is even more so outside for ball 3. Nowhere to put Anthony Volpe. It's 3-2. 2 outs. Got to be careful here. The pitch of the ball game coming on up with the bases loaded. In the bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Yankees. 2 outs. Bases juice. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe, and Stewart will call for time. You got Bellinger at first, Goldschmidt at second, and Rice at third base. Volpe will call for time now with 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. This feels like it's the bottom of the 9th with how big this pitch is. Volpe steps out of the box, holds the bat. All eyes on Anthony Volpe and Brock Stewart, who gets set at the numbers. Looks back at the plate, and the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The pitch was outside. Volpe chases after it, and we go to the 6th inning. He got him the chase. Unbelievable. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And not a single run for the Yankees. Three straight singles. And then Dominguez struck out. Chisholm fouled out. And Volpe strikes out. And that is how the inning ends. Unbelievable. Wow. That is insane. Oh, man, the Yankees deserve, after that inning, they don't deserve to win after that. They don't deserve to win after that. Those are the Yankees I know. Isn't that crazy? Hold up. This one goes out to the Yankees fans. You didn't send Rice. Just wear them down. That's all I ask. Just wear them down. Wear down the Dodgers. Make those pitchers work. Make them work. See, Phillies fans, life is good. Life is good, Phillies fans. At least we didn't have a situation like that today. Oh, man. Yankees had bases loaded with nobody out and didn't get one run. Callie called it. Callie called it, man. Stopping Rice at third. That was an absolute terrible job. Loser tuba. Yeah. All right, time for us to go to the sixth inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. The Dodgers will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order. That is Eliezer Alfonso, who also made a really good play on a throw by Muncy. They sent Volpe home, and he was out at the plate. First pitch from Brent Hedrick, or Hedrick, that is taken for a ball. The second pitch, that's fouled away. Rice is great when you're hungry and you won 2,000 of something. We were booing Ben Rice at the home run derby. The 1-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Nobody's going to believe this, but RB and I started the boos when Wilson Contreras was up at the plate in the home run derby against Kyle Schwarber. No one will believe us, but for those that were there, they will definitely know who started it. The 2-1, swing and a miss. He went around. It was on a check swing. And it's 2-2. Sorry, I played that a little bit too soon. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eliezer Alfonso got his first career hit in the third inning. The 2-2 pitch. This time he fouls it off and stays alive. Yankees haters are going to say, oh, who cares? We still have 27 World Series titles. You guys only have 9. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. He got him. And there is out number 1. Brent Hedrick is able to get the strikeouts to start off the 6th inning. And here comes Shohei Ohtani to the plate. Yankees bullpen has been solid this year. Here comes Ohtani, and the first pitch is taken for a called ball. This is challenged by Wells. I don't know. It looked like it was maybe a little bit outside. Let's look again. ABS calls it a strike, and the call is overturned, which means that Wells is correct. That's what I like about pitch tracks. ABS could say something totally different, and the 0-1 is down for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ohtani flied out to right and also got on with an infield single. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards first. Backhanded by Goldschmidt. The flip back over to Hedrick's way, and is he out? He is! Shohei Ohtani lost the foot race, and Hedrick was able to go cover the bag. Look at that. He was sprinting, and Ohtani was out by less than half a step. He almost tripped on the first base bag. That's not what you want to see. How about that flip, though, by Paul Goldschmidt and the speed by Hedrick? I didn't even think he was going to beat him out. It is so tough to beat Shohei Ohtani to the bag, and he just got there. 2 away. 3-1 on the putouts. He got him. That was pretty insane. Here comes Paez, and he looks at the strike at the knees at 96 miles per hour. He's usually able to leg those out. No balls, one strike. The pitch to Paez. There's a fly ball hit out over towards medium depth left field. Bellinger's there. He has plenty of room, and he'll make the catch. It was hit off the end of the bat, and Bellinger makes the grab for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 lead. That was probably not good for his knee. I was thinking the same exact thing, Leonard. I was thinking the same exact thing. Oh, boy. But anyhow, time to go to the bottom of the 6th. Just a 1-0 lead for the New York Yankees. They got their lone run in the bottom of the 1st on an RBI single by Cody Bellinger. Bottom of the 6th coming on up. Yankees up 1-0. Other final scores around Major League Baseball. Let's take a look at that right now. The White Sox shut out the Blue Jays today 3-0. Sean Burke got the win. Jay Savage got the loss, and Taylor got his 5th save of the season. The Mets, yeah, they beat the Phillies 6-1. We don't have to talk about that. The Red Sox also won 6-1. They've now won 13 games in a row, and it's just unbelievable. The Braves did beat the Rangers. We don't have to talk about that either. 8-5 was the final score with that game. The Brewers actually were down 1-0 against the Marlins, and William Contreras hit a walk-off 3-run home run in the bottom of the 9th. And Fairbanks got his 4th loss of the season, the former Tampa Bay Ray. The Reds, they hung on and beat the Rockies by a score of 9-6. At one point, it was 8-2. The Nationals, they won 5-2 against the A's. Foster Griffin is now 11-2 on the season. And Lopez is 4-4. Beater also got save number 8. The Angels, they won 3-2 against the Detroit Tigers. And then you got the Dodgers winning game 1 of their day-night doubleheader by a score of 8-2. The Pirates, they won 7-1 against the Guardians today. Paul Skeens got the win. The Orioles, they won 5-2 against the Astros, and they swept Houston. The San Diego Padres put up 19 runs today against the Kansas City Royals. 19-2 was the final score of that game. Yes, Tatis went 2 for 5 with 3 runs scored and had himself a fantastic day. He had himself an RBI single, a 2-run single it was. He also homered in the 6th inning. Jackson Merrill also had 2 homers today. He went 4 for 6. Ty France hit 2 homers. He went 2 for 6. And here we go. Bottom of the 6th, Austin Wells is up to bat. And the pitch is taken on the outside edge for a called strike. Jackson Merrill, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Ty France each had combined 13 runs batted on in. 13 RBIs today. Song also came on in as a pinch hitter, and he was 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. The pitch. Now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Hi, JJ. Nice to meet you. Dalton, aren't you supposed to be on the Dodgers with the team right now? What's going on, Dalton? Well, you can always come on in and see me, without a doubt. The 1-1 pitch. This is popped up out over towards the third base side in foul ground. And Muncy's there. He'll make the grab. And there's out number 1. Other scores around Major League Baseball, just to wrap it up really quickly. The Cubs, they slaughtered the Twins today 10-1. The Giants, they lost 6-3. We don't have to talk about that. The Mariners, they won. They put up 6 runs. And then the Diamondbacks were down 7-0 against the St. Louis Cardinals. And they came back to beat them in the 10th inning by a score of 8-7. Jose Caballero is up. And Stewart's out there on the bump still. And the first pitch is taken outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Still a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 delivery is in there for strike 1. Boston wins 13 straight to get to 2 over 500. Sounds like a Philly stat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jose Caballero, 0 for 1 with a walk. Stewart fires, and the pitch is grounded over to second, picked up by Rojas on a bounce, and the throw over to first will get Caballero retired for the 2nd time today. Here's what tomorrow's schedule looks like for Major League Baseball. The Twins play the Guardians at 6:40. Joe Ryan is facing Tanner Bibby. That should be a good pitching matchup. Trent Grisham is up to bat, 2 away, bottom of the 6th, and nobody on. And the pitch is outside for a ball. The Phillies play the Dodgers at 7 o'clock, really 7:10. That's when it'll start. The Yankees play the Pirates. Paul Skeens will not pitch in that series. It'll be Ashcraft versus Weathers. The Blue Jays play the Rays at 7:07. Nick Martinez versus Dylan Cease is the pitching matchup for that game. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. The Orioles play the Red Sox. That should be a very good series. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be at 7:10. The Braves play the Padres out at Truist Park at 7:15. The Brewers play the Mets at 7:40. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball hit over to first, and the flip back over towards Stewart is in plenty of time for out number 3. Good backhand there by Freddie Freeman, and the inning is over. Time for us to go to the 7th inning, 1-0 Yankees. The Royals will play the Giants in a 2014, I should say, World Series rematch. Had to get my ears correct. And then the Rangers play the White Sox at 8:05. The Cubs will host the Detroit Tigers at 8:05 as well. Jack Flaherty is facing Jamison Tyone. And then the Marlins head to Houston in a big series there against the Astros. Jansen Junk is facing Ronel Blanco. The Nationals play the Rockies at 8:40 out at Coors Field. The A's play the Diamondbacks at 9:40 out at Chase Field. And the Reds are out at T-Mobile Park, and they will take on Julio Rodriguez and the Seattle Mariners. And then finally, the late game, that is the Angels. They'll be hosting the Cardinals at 10 o'clock. Kyle Leahy will face Jose Soriano. And that's the pitching matchup. Those are actually all the matchups for tomorrow. Should be good matchups. I'm looking forward to all of them. The best ones, in my opinion, though, Dodgers, Phillies, Pirates, Yankees, Orioles, Red Sox. I would say Braves, Padres should be good. I would also go Astros, Marlins as another one. And that's it. Those are all my good matchups. Maybe A's, Arizona could be underrated. That might be one of those, like, hidden ones. But, yeah. Dodgers play very sound defense. Yes, they do. They have a very good defensive team for sure. Dodgers and Nationals have the most 10-plus runs games this year. So far, 14, but it really feels like the Cubs are really leading this stat. Yeah, the Dodgers just have a very good overall team. There's no question about it. That's why they're the favorite. As I roll my eyes. I'm really hoping that the Phillies can knock them off. People are like, well, it's great if we can avoid the Dodgers. Nah, I want to face them. I want to face the champs. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike to Freddie Freeman. I want to face the champs. I want to beat them. No balls, 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. 0-1. Hedrick is still pitching. And the 0-1. And that is fouled away. I want to crush him. I want to squish him. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. It's inside for a ball. 1-0 Yankees. It's a 1-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Howie says, I don't. I want to beat the champs. I don't want to avoid them. That's a loser mentality, in my opinion. I want to beat them straight up. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Hedrick gets himself his second strikeout of the game. Nice. This Yankees bullpen is solid. Brent Hedrick has a 1.52 ERA. I'm going to read you all their ERAs in just a second. Here comes the pitch to Mookie Betts, and he takes it for ball one. The pitch. Ground ball hit over towards third. Picked up by Caballero, and the throw over to first will get Mookie Betts retired again. Round out to third, and there's 2 up and 2 down. Paul Blackburn, 2.17 ERA. Yerry De Los Santos, 1.04. Brent Hedrick, 1.52. Fernando Cruz, 2.2. David Bednar, 2.7. Ryan Yarbrough, 4.14. Tim Hill, 4.34. And Kevin Castro, 4.50. And Bednar, as I mentioned, 2.7. That's a pretty good bullpen. Really. Now 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake Bird also with a 5.93 ERA. Did he get DFA'd? Yeah, he did. Okay. I was going to say, didn't he get DFA'd? I know Duvall did too. But their bullpen, I will take them any day. The 0-2 pitch. Down for a ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then I guess I'm a loser. You're not a loser, you're a winner. You're a winner. One ball, 2 strikes, the 1-2 pitch. Jack swing, did he go? They say no. And just because I said it's a loser mentality doesn't make you a loser. There's a big difference. I just think that's a losing mentality. But no, you're not a loser. You're a winner. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. This bullpen is mowing down the Dodgers. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the New York Yankees. Okay. It is trivia time, folks. I am going to ask you a baseball trivia question. And if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. No timer today, by the way. So here is what I would like to know. Which player has the most Major League Baseball home runs in a single postseason? The player who has the most home runs in a single postseason for Major League Baseball. That's my question. I'm just kidding. Oh, I know you are. No. You're a winner in my book. You can look it up. I don't care. I don't care if you look it up. I don't care. Most home runs during a single postseason. Barry Bonds. Nope. Not Barry Bonds. Babe Ruth. Obama. It's not Babe Ruth. It's not Jack. Yasiel Puig. That's a really good answer, but no. Unless my AI is incorrect. Most home runs in a postseason. Martha Stewart. You guys are funny. The answer, my friends, is Randy Arozarena. Randy Arozarena in 2020 had 10 postseason home runs. He was on such a tear That probably is going to go down as one of the best postseason runs in Major League history during the 2000s. But he did it in 2020. Ohtani did have 8 homers in 2025. Vladdy also had 8 homers in 2025. Adolis Garcia had 8 homers in 2023. Corey Seager in 2020 had 8 home runs. And then you had Nelson Cruz, who did it in 2011 with 8. Beltran in 04 had 8. And Barry Bonds in 2002 also had 8 home runs. Randy Arozarena, 10 home runs in a postseason. That is the most. If you knew it, if you got it, you get a bell. Yeah. Randy Arozarena. I knew it, Chuck Norris. That's not a real person. I claim shenanigans. How's he even doing this year? Just out of curiosity. I don't think he's had like a down season, Randy. How's he doing this year? Let's look. Randy Arozarena, he's now 31 years old. He just has 11 home runs. He has 11 home runs, and during the postseason, he had 10. That's crazy. Oh, that's wild. Dude, he had 10 home runs in 77 at-bats during the postseason for the Rays. And 14 RBIs. Which means a lot of his homers were solo shots. Alex Vesia is going to pitch. And he will face Ben Rice to lead things off. I had this game going 6-5. So far, not so good. The pitch to Rice. And that's taken for a called ball, but this will be challenged by the catcher Alfonso. And it should be overturned to strike 1. Jordan Baker has had 6 bad calls behind the plate that have been overturned by ABS challenges. Anybody remember Carlos Lee? I do remember Carlos Lee. He was a monster. No balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice. The 0-1 pitch, and that's taken for a called strike at the knees. The man had 10 home runs in the postseason in 2020, 14 RBIs, 29 hits, and 77 at-bats. He hit .377 and slashed .442 and .831. He had a 1.273 OPS. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there is a strikeout for Alex Vesia. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. That is insane. I think he had like half of his homers in the World Series. Most of us thought that this would be a high-scoring game. Yeah. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's 2 for 3 today. I'm going to read you all the stat lines so far for the New York Yankees and for the Dodgers, as the pitch is in there for a called strike. So for the Dodgers first, Ohtani's 1 for 3. Pages is 0 for 3. Freeman's 0 for 2. Betts is 0 for 3. Tucker's 0 for 3. Rojas 1 for 2. Teoscar 0 for 2 with a double play. And Max Muncy 0 for 2. And Alfonso 1 for 2. The pitch fouled away. So the only guys that have a hit, it's Ohtani, Rojas, and Alfonso. That's it. The 0-2 pitch. And Goldschmidt nearly got hit. Grisham 0 for 4. Rice 1 for 4. Goldschmidt 2 for 3 with a run scored. Bellinger 2 for 2 with an RBI. Dominguez 1 for 3. Chisholm 0 for 3. Volpe 0 for 2. Wells 0 for 2. And Caballero 0 for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There's 1 out. Nobody on. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Vesia gets back-to-back strikeouts. Threw that right to him on a silver platter, and Goldschmidt was tardy. Right there, too. Ryan Howard said when I went to go see him last year, he said that the hardest pitch is the fastball down the middle because you never know when that's going to come. The pitch. Fouled away. It should be the easiest pitch, but it's the hardest one to know when it's going to come. And I believe him. Bellinger is up to bat. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the pitch to Cody. Swing and a miss. That time he got a slider, and he went out in front of it. Alex Vesia has a 2.2 ERA. He hasn't allowed a run since June 28th. He has only given up 3 runs since May 11th. The 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out the side. Swing and a miss. What a pitching performance by both of these teams. The bullpens have been flexing. Which one will get the job done? This is great pitching. People will say, oh, pitching tools are boring. Well, you are incorrect, in my opinion. Pitching duels are boring. Oh, there's like no scoring. Nah, pitching duels are fire. They're fuego. Which team blinks? Will Klein, 1 strikeout. Hurt, 1 strikeout. Henriquez, 1 strikeout. Dreyer did not get a strikeout. He gave up, the man gave up 3 hits in a third of an inning and did not allow a run. And that's because Brock Stewart went 2 innings, didn't allow a hit, and he struck out 2. And Vesia strikes out the side and gets a 1-2-3 inning. So that means the Yankees today have struck out 8 times. The Dodgers have struck out 5 times. Hedrick went 2 innings, and he struck out 3. Yarborough went 2 2/3. He allowed 2 hits. He struck out 1. Blackburn also struck out a batter, and Fernando Cruz is going to pitch right now. There have only been 5 walks in this game. 2 allowed by Henriquez, 2 allowed by Hurt, and 1 allowed by Blackburn. That's it, folks. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this, of course, is play-by-play with JJ. The tying run will come on up to the plate for the Dodgers, and that'll be Miguel Rojas to lead off the 8th inning. 1-0 Yankees. The only offense, it was just an RBI single by Cody Bellinger. Goldschmidt got on with a 2-out double, and Bellinger knocked him in with an RBI single. And that is all the scoring in this game so far. We're heading to the 8th inning. Stewart saved his butt. He did. He absolutely saved his butt. Like, that was unbelievable. I still can't believe that the Yankees didn't put up any runs in that inning. Tommy Edman is actually going to pinch hit for Miguel Rojas. And so Dave Roberts goes over to his bench. The pitch. Foul ball towards the right side. We are 28 subscribers away from getting to 11,600. Here's Fernando Cruz. 41 innings, 51 strikeouts, 22 walks allowed, and a 2.2 ERA. The pitch on the way, and Edman flies one out over towards deep right field. That ball's going back, and we are tied! Kiss it goodbye, it's gone! Holy smokes! Playoff Tommy does it again. Here comes the next batter. That's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. That pitch was a slider that was right at the knees, and Edman just had enough oomph for that thing to fly on out of here at Yankees Stadium. No balls, 1 strike, and Teoscar takes the pitch inside for a ball. Fernando Cruz just allowed a pinch hit home run to Tommy Edman. That, my friends, was just the 3rd home run that he has given up this season. And here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The last time that he gave up a home run, he actually gave up 2. That was on April 24th. 1-2 is the count. Top of the 8th inning. Teoscar is in the box. A World Series rematch between the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Dodgers have taken the first 2 games of the series and are looking to sweep New York out in the Bronx. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. He struck him out. What's up, David? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. It was a 1-0 game, and now it's a 1-1 ball game. Cruz looked absolutely peed off after he allowed that home run. Here comes Max Muncy, and Muncy's first pitch that he takes, that's called a ball, and again, the Yankees will challenge. This is the 7th time today that Jordan Baker has had a bad call that was challenged, and both teams have been correct. That's just unbelievable. No balls, 1 strike to Max Muncy. Cruz kicks and deals, and it's down and inside for ball 1. That was a great inning. That was an awesome inning. Just notice we have a World Series, we have a World Cup score. Yeah, it's true. Argentina tied it. The 1-1 pitch. And Muncy decided not to go after that good-looking splitter that disappeared out of the zone. And the count is therefore 2-1. JJ, what's the weirdest thing you know? I'll go first. The Guinness Book of World Records was originally published by Guinness Brewery to settle bar disagreements in Ireland. I didn't know that. The weirdest thing I know, the 2-1 pitch is down for ball 3. The weirdest baseball thing I know is that Steve Pearce is the only player to play for all teams in one division. The 3-1 pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. And Max Muncy gets on with a 1-out walk. Also, didn't Alec Boehm hit the 1,000th home run in World Series history? I'm pretty sure that was also a thing, too. Besides baseball, I don't really know what's a weird thing that I know. 1 out and a runner over at first. Jordan Baker, like in Gatsby, or All-American, too. There's a guy named Jordan Baker, an All-American. The pitch, and that's up high and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Dalton Rushing. He was on our YouTube channel. Is he still here? Dalton, you still here, buddy? We have a timeout taken on the bump. It was a 1-0 game. We're in the 8th inning. And Tommy Edman tied things up on 1 swing of the bats. And now the go-ahead runs over at first. And Ohtani is in the on-deck circle. Dalton Rushing as a pinch hitter is 2 for 14. And he has struck out 5 times. 1 ball, no strikes. Cruz kicks and deals, swing and a miss on a fastball down the pike. One ball, one strike to Dalton Rushing. Cruz gets set just below the logo, and the 1-1 delivery is downstairs again for ball 2. What's one fun fact that you learned at the All-Star Village? One fun fact that I learned at the All-Star Village. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, I learned a lot, but like, what's one fun fact? The 2-1 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. As far as like looking at like the trophies and everything, I don't know. The 3-1 pitch, up high and away for ball 4. Okay. 2 runners on and 1 out. I didn't really learn much from the exhibits that were there. Aaron Boone is going to make a move. There we go. So 2 runners on, 1 out. Boone chews his gum and goes on out there, and he will pull the plug on Cruz. And it looks like Bednar is going to come on in to face Shohei Ohtani. They're going to bring in their closer right now. Boone is going to play the analytics game here. And I guess that he's just going to try to keep it a tie game. All right. I'll have to get back to you on that. I also know that in Germany, Oktoberfest ends the first weekend in October. 3 weekends. 3 weekends. Total, like 17 days total. Found that out in Munich in mid-September. It's crazy. Gage Wood racked up 9 strikeouts today in 4 innings. He threw 59 pitches. This is from Corey Nido, by the way. He said that his command had been very good, and he's been improving against left-handed batters. Very solid, 48 strikeouts, 6 walks allowed, and 32 2/3 of an inning. Those are great numbers, and we love to hear that. Yes, we do. 10 jumping jacks for not knowing. All right, got you. Hold up a sec. Hold up. Hold up. Here we go. There we go. I feel more awake now. I needed that. David Bednar is going to pitch. Here is Ohtani, and the first pitch is up high for a ball. David Bednar is out there on the bump. What's up, Scott? How you doing, buddy? All right, 1 ball, no strikes. Bednar gets set at the Yankees logo, and the 1-0 pitch, and that's a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Didn't think I was going to do him. I did him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani, who is 1 for 3. The pitch, it's outside and high for ball 2. 10 hits combined in this game. Shohei Ohtani, a .292 average, 22 home runs, and 60 RBIs. There's runners at first and second for the Dodgers. Bednar trying to keep it tied. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It was a curveball. That ball went towards the bottom of the zone. David Bednar does have a 2.70 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 40 innings of work, a 3-3 record, and also a total of 18 saves in 20 opportunities. The 2-2 to Ohtani. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Yankees bullpen doing good. Runners over at first and second still, and the next man up is Andy Pages. Still a big-time batter coming on up. This has been a really good game. Pages 0 for 3. He has struck out. He has flied out and lined out. First pitch, check swing, foul ball. It's really a quarter of a swing. For the prime time. Yes, sir. The 0-1. And that is outside for a ball. Yeah, he doesn't look right. The 1-1 pitch. It's a pie for ball 2. Bednar has faced Pages once. He walked him. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 runners on, 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch is high again for ball 3. A lot of drama going on out in the Bronx. At first base, you got Dalton rushing. At second base, you got Max Muncy. Time is called by Pages as he steps on out of the box and will readjust his batting gloves. Freddie Freeman is up next. Freeman is 0 for 2 with a ground out, a walk, and a strikeout. Go ahead run at second. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. The fastball was down the middle. He could not catch up. And the count is 3-2. Right there. And swung right on through it. I wonder if he throws him another one. Yankees fans on their feet. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. We're tied at 1. The Dodgers are knocking on the door. The 3-2 pitch. He did throw him a fastball. This time it's popped up towards the first base side, and it will roll foul and out of play. And Pages stays alive. He did. He threw it right to him down the middle, but Pages just got a piece of it. Bednar with 11 pitches. Not a save situation. 3-2 is the count. 2 away. 2 runners on. Top of the 8th. The 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's popped up again. This time it's over towards the right side. Chisholm says, I got it, and he just makes the catch right at the logo. He hung on, he almost dropped it. That ball was snow-coned, and he got it on the tip of the glove. Wow. His hat came flying off, too. He had to make the catch towards the right field line, and he made an excellent catch. And somehow hung on to that baseball. We're tied at 1. Tommy Edman tied this game up at 1 apiece in the top of the 8th inning on a pinch hit home run. and the Yankees will try to get the lead back as they go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball. We also do other Major League Baseball games as well, and we cover Sixers games and Eagles games too. Great pitching to get out of that mess. And Chisholm just held on to that ball. I don't know if you were squinting your eyes there, but man, I was. I didn't know if he was going to get there, and he was able to just hang on. Again, that ball almost popped out of the glove, and he hung on to catch it. We saw Gabriel Rincones Jr. today try to make an excellent catch out in right field, and he just could not hang on to it. But Jazz did hang on to his pop-up. It's been a fun game. It's been a good game, man. A lot of action. You're taking a look at the box score. You're like, oh, it's a 1-1 game. Oh, this game's boring. You're boring. Wake up. Baseball. Baseball's not boring. Baseball's fun. It's a 1-1 game. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jason Dominguez will lead things off. It's 5, 6, and 7 due up in the order. Dominguez, Chisholm, and Volpe. Speaking of not boring, Dr. DeLay is here. What's up, Dr. DeLay? How you doing, buddy? You always find ways to keep things entertaining. You're my guy. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, buddy. Here is Jason Dominguez. He'll lead off the bottom of the 8th, and the first pitch is a strike down the middle. I think baseball is one of the best things ever with JJ. Well, I think it's the best thing that I get to do with you guys, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I have so much fun. I do. The 0-1 pitch, and a called ball. Eliezer was like, all right, I'm not even going to challenge that. 1 ball, 1 strike. He probably should have, but whatever. The pitch. Foul ball. Dominguez 1 for 3. He did single earlier in the ball game. The guy that's pitching, this is Evan Phillips. 1-2 to Dominguez. The pitch to Jason. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is now 4 strikeouts in a row from the Dodgers bullpen. There you go. So Dominguez is down on strikes. That's 4 in a row, right? I don't know why I lost track. Yeah, it's 4 in a row. Okay, I was right. 1 away, bottom of the 8th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is up. The pitch to Jazz. Outside for a ball. DV Edits. What's going on, buddy? PPP Pablo. What's going on, buddy? How you doing over on TikTok? The talk. The tick to the talk. The 1-0 pitch. And Jazz flies one out over towards deep left field. That ball's going back. And the game is untied. All hell just broke loose out at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees get the lead back. Punch, counter punch. Opposite field home run for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ryan McMahon is going to come on up to pinch hit for Anthony Volpe. For Jazz, that is home run number 14 on the season. And it could not have come at a better time. Pablo, thank you so much for liking the stream. 2-1 Yankees. After Edman tied it up on a pinch hit home run in the 8th inning, Jazz said, "I got one myself." Ryan McMahon is up to bat. That ball just kept carrying out to left field. Evan Phillips just gave up a home run to Jazz. And here is McMahon, and he takes strike one at the knees. He is pinch hitting for Anthony Volpe. I was just going to mention that the Dodgers today, in this game alone, as McMahon flies one out over towards deep right center field, and that ball's going to hit off the top of the wall. Oh, did it go over? It did! It did. It's a ground rule double. It hit off the track, and then it bounced over the wall. It's a ground rule double here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the Yankees continue to make some noise. The Dodgers have gone to 7 bullpen pieces today. The Yankees have gone to 5. Wow. Charge! And Austin Wells is up next. Wells today is 0 for 2. The pitch to Austin, and that's down for a ball. Evan Phillips had a 6 ERA before today. The last time that he pitched, he allowed a home run to Tawa. Tim Tawa, that was, against the Diamondbacks. The pitch. And it's now 2 balls and no strikes. What's up, Shante? Good to see you on here. Very good to see you. 2 balls, no strikes to Austin Wells. Phillips gets set at the Dodgers letters in the 2-0 delivery. It's a called strike at the belt on the outside edge. Pablo, it is so good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for being on here on TikTok. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Another called strike at the knees on the outside edge. Bednar, I assume, will pitch the 9th inning and close it out for the Yankees. Obviously, they're looking for some insurance. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. See the walk-off home run by the Diamondbacks? Dude, they were down 7-0. And they came back and they won. I couldn't believe it. Phillips kicks and deals again, and it's down in the dirt for ball 3. Went to the sweeper. Three balls, 2 strikes. The Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers when they played against them. Yes, they did. The 3-2 pitch. That's outside again. Another walk allowed. Let's go. Charge! But did the Diamondbacks sweep the St. Louis Cardinals? Now, the Diamondbacks won the series 2-1. Because they lost the first game. They lost 5-4. They lost 5-4. They actually had the lead, and then they choked in that game. It was a 4-3 lead. Really, it was. They came back and they tied it up 4-4 in the bottom of the 8th, and then J.J. Weatherholt got the game-winning home run. The pitch. That's in there for a strike to Jose Caballero. Beecher Lady's back. What's going on, Beecher Lady? Good to see you. Guys, make sure that you guys go follow us over on TikTok. The 0-1 to Caballero. Swing and a foul ball back towards the screen. Evan Phillips has gotten 16 pitches in this 8th inning. If the Phillies get Sheehan early tomorrow, they're in great shape. They got to get Emmett Sheehan out of the game as early as possible. The 0-2 pitch. That sails outside and low for a ball. One ball, two strikes. The 1-2 to Caballero. Tapper hit over towards second base. The tag to second, there's one. That's all that they're going to get. The fact that Edman was able to field that ground ball and just keep his foot on the bag and make a diving stop to get that baseball, that was just a phenomenal heads-up play. And that puts runners at the corners. The pitcher was not able to get to that ball. And instead, Edman was like, let me see if I can stretch this out here like I'm a first baseman. And he did. Because otherwise, the runner would have been safe. That goes down as an unassisted fielder's choice. And Trent Grisham, who's 0 for 4, will look to try to extend the lead for the Yankees. 2-1 New York. Jazz gave them the lead back after Edman tied it up. A solo home run by each team in their half of the 8th. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Here's the throw to second, and Betts cuts it off, and runners are at second and third for New York. Great jump by Jose Caballero. He gets himself on into second base, and he is now in scoring position. The fact that Yamamoto pitched a complete game for them, that was huge. They needed him to do that today. He threw 102 pitches because, again, it's a doubleheader. No balls, one strike. Grisham at the plate. The 0-1. It's high for a ball. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of hoping that the Dodgers come back to tie this just so that they can just use more arms out of their bullpen. I want the Phillies to have every advantage as possible. The 1-1 pitch and a called strike 2 at the knees. What's up, Justin? How we doing, buddy? Good to see you on here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grisham up to bat. 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch to Trent, and it's off the plate. It was a sweeper for ball 2. Callie says, oh, they will. Got to get them as tired as possible. Yes, sir, Scott. Always good to see you, buddy. The 2-2 to Grisham. Here it comes, and it's fouled away again. Yankees have a tough schedule, too. They play all these teams over 500. The 2-2 pitch. Grisham pops this one up. It's hit out over towards the right side, and Betts is there. He'll have plenty of room to make the catch behind the mound. Time to go to the 9th. Jazz gives the Yankees the lead on one swing of the bat. It's a 2-1 ball game. We go to the 9th inning, last chance for the Dodgers. Okay. Time for us to go to the 9th. It is 10:01 p.m. Eastern Time, folks. Once again, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got a little wrap-up after this. Once this game is officially over, we will definitely make sure that we talk more about this game and talk about what's to come, of course, from a Phillies perspective as they host the LA Dodgers starting tomorrow night. So make sure that you guys are on for that. Folks, make sure that you guys also go follow me on the social media platforms. On YouTube, I'm gonna post it down below. Here are my socials, okay? On YouTube. Make sure that you guys go follow me there. Also, YouTube memberships. Yes, memberships are $2.99 a month. Yes, they are $2.99 a month, and you can definitely become a member today. P. Pablo says, let's go. Let's go, baby. Are you a Yankees fan, my friend? Let me know on the TikTok side of things who you root for. Cheers. L'chaim. The people that are due up in the ninth inning. It's Freddie Freeman batting first, Mookie Betts second, and Kyle Tucker third. All of them have gone 0 for 8 combined with 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. That's it. All right, here we go to the ninth inning. How do we get here, JJ? Cody Bellinger had an RBI single in the bottom of the first. Tommy Edman tied things up on a pinch hit home run in the 8th inning. And then the Yankees got the lead back on a solo home run by Jazz. Freeman is up. He's 0 for 2. He walked back in the 4th. And Bednar is going to try to get the win for the Yankees. Remember, he came on in to pitch in the 8th inning, and it was tied at the time. So he's pitching to get the win. This is not a save for Bednar. Freeman will lead things off. Righty versus lefty. First pitch to Freddie. Down for ball 1. And that's how we start off the 9th inning. We are 27 subscribers away from getting to 11,600 subs. 1-0 is the count to Freeman. The windup and the pitch, and it's low for ball 2. And Bednar can't find the strike zone to start things off here in the 9th. The Dodgers are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. The Yankees are 2 for 10. They've left 11 men on base, though. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And it's taken for a called strike down Broadway. Bednar gets set again. Kicks and fires. And Freeman chops it foul. And it's 2-2. The Dodgers have outscored the Yankees in this series 11-5. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Freeman. A foul ball, and he stays alive. Got a pitch at 96. Bednar has faced Freddie Freeman 5 times. Freddie is 1 for 5 against him. The 2-2 pitch. Swing on another foul ball. Got a piece of the splitter, and he stays alive still. That one looked a little bit low. The 2-2 pitch to Freeman. Inside, not by much, and the count is now full to Freddie. 6 four-seamers, really 5 four-seamers, and 2 splitters thrown by Bednar. What's he going to throw here? The 3-2 pitch and a foul ball. Freeman swung at ball 4 and got a piece of the splitter. Nice catch on that foul ball by CeCe. 3-2 still to Freeman. That went into the camera well. Bednar's payoff pitch. Grounded foul again, and Freeman fights off another splitter. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Bednar fighting against Freeman. The 3-2 pitch. It's outside. The leadoff man's aboard. What an at-bat by Freddie Freeman. And another threat, it's Mookie Betts. He's up next. Freeman is going to have a pinch runner. Charge! Alex Freeland will pinch run for Freddie Freeman. That's a tongue twister. Man comes out for land. And here is Mookie Betts. Betts in the box. First pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball down Broadway. Bednar with 23 pitches. No balls, one strike. The 4-3 hole is open. The 0-1 fouled back again. No balls and 2 strikes. Mookie is 1 for 4 lifetime against David Bednar with a double and a strikeout. The 0-2 pitch, and Betts, he strikes out. It was not fouled. It went out of the glove, but Mookie strikes out. Didn't get a piece of it. That was nothing but air. And there's one away. Let's go. 2-1 Yankees, top of the 9th, and Kyle Tucker is up next. It's a little bit odd, and I apologize. The pitch to Tucker, it's down for a ball. At what point, if you're Freeland, do you go? Kyle has grounded into a double play. He has struck out, and he has also popped out. The 1-0 pitch to Tucker, down for ball 2. Another splitter thrown at 90 miles per hour. Doesn't look as deceptive out of the hand of Bednar. We'll see if he can figure that out, or if the Dodgers will take advantage. The 2-0 pitch, and a swing and a miss. That time he went to the curveball, and it worked. Got out in front of it. 2-1 Yankees, top of the 9th. The tying runs at first for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman got on with a leadoff walk. Alex Freeland came on in the pinch run. Here's the toss back over to first, and the throw is not in time. Freeland was taking another step, and then he went back to the bag. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a grounder hit over towards first. The throw to second. They got him out. Caballero with an excellent stretch over at second base. I didn't think Goldschmidt threw it the best over there, but regardless, that goes down as a 3-6 fielder's choice. He just got his foot on the bag. Good stretch by Jose Caballero. And there's 2 outs. A runner over at first. And the fielder's choice provided. And Tommy Edman is up to bat again. It's up to him. Bednar fires, and the pitch is in there for strike 1 at 96 miles per hour. No balls, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and the Dodgers are down to their final strike. 2 heaters in a row. Here we go. No balls and 2 strikes to Tommy Edman. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a pop-up, hit out over towards shallow left field. Volpe says, I got it. The catch is made, and the ball game is over. The Yankees split the doubleheader with the Dodgers and beat them by a final score of 2-1 at Yankee Stadium. The difference in the game, the solo shot by Jazz. Ring the bell for the New York Yankees. What a game. All right, they did it. All right, chat. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, man. First and foremost, let's make sure that we double-check everything. So the guy that gets the win, that's David Bednar. Bednar ends up getting the win for the New York Yankees. Is now 4-3. Evan Phillips gets the loss. This game was bizarre. First and foremost, the Yankees had bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they could not scratch off a run there. They deserved to lose after that. They really did. That was awful. That was pitiful. But the Dodgers really did not help themselves at all. I mean, credit to Tommy Edman for hitting that pinch hit home run, but after that they had a couple of chances and just could not get any more runs home. And the Yankees bullpen outlasted the Dodgers. The Yankees bullpen has been fantastic for them all season long. Today their bullpen went 9 innings, only gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and they struck out 8. The Dodgers bullpen did good. This was just a game about which bullpen was going to be better. And we found out the answer to that after the 8th inning. After Evan Phillips allowed the solo shot to Jazz, that was the game. That was the game right there. And if I'm the Phillies, I feel a lot better heading on into tomorrow. Unfortunately, Yamamoto had to go a complete game today, and he did in game 1. So that obviously helped them out. But obviously, you know, they had to use 7 bullpen pieces today. And they are going to have to rely on Emmett Sheehan tomorrow because I think that the bullpen might be a little bit tired for the Dodgers. So the Phillies got to use every single advantage that they can when they welcome the Dodgers to town tomorrow. I don't know about Ohtani. I'm a little bit worried about Shohei. I really am, because when he tripped over first base there, that did not look good. So I'm curious to see how he's feeling tomorrow. That was a really bizarre play. Obviously, on that play, that was Blackburn, or Hedrick, that was, who beat them out on that throw over to first by Goldschmidt. And Hedrick beat them out by about a quarter of a step, but Ohtani sort of slipped on that bag. And he still played through the rest of this game, but I would not be shocked if Dave Roberts is a little bit more precautious tomorrow and decides to rest him. So the Phillies got to do whatever they can against the Dodgers, take advantage of any sort of advantage that they do have. I was not happy with the Phillies this weekend, but we'll see how they do tomorrow. But great win for the Yankees, a much-needed win for them. They're now a game and a half behind the Tampa Bay Rays for that AL East division. And obviously they wanted to gain some ground against the Red Sox, who have just been the hottest team in all of baseball. They've won 13 in a row. The Orioles have won 6 in a row. So this is really important. It was really important for the Yankees to get the win today and do it against the Dodgers. So I'll read a couple of comments and then I'm out. All right. Thank goodness, this Cowie. Yep. The Dodgers did not win today, and the Yankees bullpen did their job. We've never said. A lot of Yankees fans have been complimenting the Yankees and talking about their biggest strength, which has been their bullpen. The problem is the bats. The problem is the manager, Aaron Boone. But I actually thought that Boone overall did a good job today from this game tonight. The hitting was not there, though. 11 guys left on base. They were 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. But credit to Jazz for making, first of all, an incredible catch. He hung on to that ball in that 8th inning. That ball nearly popped out of his glove. And then he also hit the go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's the hero of the game. He is the MVP. Cody Bellinger also had a good game, too, for the Yankees. Both of those guys did their job. And Goldschmidt also went 2 for 4. Can't forget about that. And he ended up scoring a run. So that was the difference of the game. The difference of the game was Goldschmidt, Bellinger, and Jazz. That's it. So that's all I got. That's all I got. I think Ohtani's injured again. Yeah, I think that they're going to want to be cautious. I really do. Well, this Phillies offense isn't consistent enough, and our bullpen sucks, says Cowie. That's the truth. That is the truth. We need, if the Phillies are going to win tomorrow, the Phillies are going to have to rely on Christopher Sanchez to go 7 to 8 innings. And if they're going to score, they're going to have to put up like 3 runs against Emmett Sheehan. So I do trust that they can do that on like one swing of the bat. But it's going to have to be a pitching duel. If they win tomorrow, I think it's going to be because of a pitching duel. Something along those lines. Sanchez goes 7, Bolin comes in for the 8th, and Duran closes it out for the 9th inning. That's something that I see, so. But yeah, all right. I love you guys very, very much. I will catch you all on the next one. I will see if anybody else is live right now at this point. And if they are, I will send a redirect over their way. So let's make sure that we can find somebody else that is live. I don't think any other sports content creator that we know is live. Should we see? Let's double check. Let us double check. Wouldn't surprise me if we get swept by the Dodgers for the first time in Don Mattingly's career. I hope not. I really hope not. That would really blow. That would be so bad. All right, what I'll do is I'll redirect you guys over to On The Go with CeeLo, and I will see you all on the next one. All right? Goodbye. Good night. Lila Tov. See you guys.